Well, we go now to our correspondent, Shachar Peled, who's standing by at the Erez border crossing between Israel and Gaza. Shachar, it's a blustery night out there. I know the weather has been a little rough on Israel in the last few days in the Gaza Strip there. The border crossing now between between the Gaza Strip and Egypt was open today temporarily. What does this mean for the people down there?
Yes, well, David, first of all, we must mention that in the past few weeks, there have been reconstruction projects as a pilot inside the Gaza Strip for some 2,000 Palestinians. And once some malfunctions were solved, there was finally a green light this week for the reconstruction project of the Gaza Strip. Now, what we're talking about is an agreement with the Palestinian Authority that some 700 trucks daily will come across the Kerem Shalom crossing with equipment and building materials. As of now, only 450 trucks can cross, and this is far from reaching the demand that is within the strip. And as you mentioned, the Egyptians also opened the Rafah crossing, allowing some 3,500 Palestinians to pass from Egypt back into the Gaza Strip, and this is at the same time that they are monitoring the tunnels there and trying to avoid any drugs or weapons smuggled into the Gaza Strip. And as we mentioned, this is an agreement between the Palestinian Authority and Israel. But the Palestinian Authority is also trying to open an additional crossing here between the Gaza and Israeli border. It might be right where we stand in the Erez Crossing or in the former Sufa crossing, which is stationed on the border, but this is yet to be determined. We must remember that both the Israelis and the Egyptians are aware of the risks of opening the crossings, and of course Israel is with a finger on the materials brought into the strip, trying to avoid any of them reaching Hamas, who might rebuild the tunnels back into Israel, which we've seen the cost of it throughout the last summer. And so there is much monitoring and inspections of both the UN, both Israel and the Palestinian Authority, who has provided a list of dealers from within Gaza who will be receiving the materials, and surveillance cameras are located in their locations in order to pay much closer attention and supervision over the equipment and materials, as we said, as of this week, are providing Gaza the reconstruction materials they need.
Well, a complex process has begun. Shachar Peled, our correspondent, standing by there on the border between Israel and Gaza. Stay warm and dry, of course. Now.